Anyway, moving on, speaking about matters of the heart, the summer after high school graduation can be full of uncertainty for those teenagers and their parents, navigating the time before a new chapter of life begins. But for an 18-year-old from St. Joe and his mom, they're soaking up every moment of this time after his life nearly ended just before this new chapter began. And as Kent explains tonight, this isn't the first time this story has taken a miraculous turn.
Somebody was watching out for us.
With a son who underwent not one, but two open heart surgeries by his first birthday.
We always say he's our miracle kid.
Gail Nieders recognizes the divine, but appreciates the 17 miracle-free years that followed.
I just kind of lived a normal life. Everything was fine.
Gavin Nieders was looking forward to a high school graduation and summer full of activity when he began to realize something was off.
I just felt like no energy. It was like hard for me to get up the stairs even. And that's when I knew like something was wrong, but I know my mom worries a lot, so I didn't like to tell her. But then she ended up finding out.
And it sounded like he was short of breath.
Within hours of calling his pediatrician, Gavin was on an ambulance to mHealth Fairview Masonic Children's Hospital. And within hours of arriving, he went into cardiac arrest.
I just remember I screamed and someone grabbed me and got me out of the room. And I looked back and I just saw somebody doing compressions on him nonstop. And I thought, literally, the way he looked when I left, that I had lost him.
But her miracle kid wasn't going anywhere.
For Gavin, everything came together.
Dr. Pranav Sinha says because Gavin was already in the hospital, he and his pediatric cardiac surgery team were able to quickly connect him to an ECMO life support system that bypassed his heart and lungs, while also inserting a tiny Impella pump.
It's a mechanical blood pump, so when you place that in the body, it essentially does the job of the heart. It's not done very often with children, and it was the first in this program.
The one nurse told me, she's like, Gail, we just learned about Impella. They just taught us about it, and we didn't think we'd ever have a patient we'd be using it on this fast. It's just another miracle. Like, him making it through 40 minutes of CPR, miracle. Them knowing about the Impella and being able to use it on him, a miracle is what I consider it.
The pumps themselves are considered a temporary solution designed to buy a patient time for a transplant. And speaking of that,
within 24 hours, they came and said, we have a heart for him already. And it's a perfect match. Like, it doesn't get any more perfect.
It was indeed a very fortunate sequence of events for Gavin, given the situation.
His mom calls it a series of miracles.
Yeah, I don't think that's incorrect.
I'm just so grateful for them.
Gavin says that gratitude applies to his entire medical team, all of those who wished him well, and most of all, that anonymous donor and their family.
We do want to end up meeting them. It'd be cool to see them and thank them.
In the meantime, he's just hoping for a return to normal.
Just keep living life.
Good without any more miracles for a little while?
Yes, please, no more. We want to keep this heart happy. Pray that every day just gets stronger and stronger and go from there.
We're so happy you're better, Gavin. He had to miss his high school graduation, but he did get his diploma, and he wants to celebrate once his recovery and rehab progresses a little bit more. Of course, that's also cut into his plans for what happens next in his life, but he says he hopes to just find a job in the coming months and then make those big decisions in the years to come. No rush, kid. Just live your life. We'll be right back with the forecast.